Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Coffee and Cards. And I hope that everyone is fabulous today. Oh, you guys, I'm kind of faking it till I make it today. So I'm going to be a little extra crazy. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. I'm just a little tired this morning. So, anyways, I have just a couple things, I'm going to get my iPad fixed up here so that I can actually talk with you guys when you get here. Welcome, by the way, to the Tuesday edition of Coffee and Cards. For those of you that are new here, volume. For those of you that are new, then welcome. We do this every Tuesday, and then we do regular Coffee and Cards every Saturday, always at 10:30 Central. I would love for you to come and watch live. I know my internet is amazing, and you guys, I do the best with what I've got. I want to reach out to you and know that in my heart, I wish that it was crystal clear every single time, but it's not. I know that. Good morning, Bonnie. Good morning, Nancy. I just want to reach out to everybody, and because, you know, everybody's kind of become a recluse, I think. That's the right word. Using some big words today. And I'm tired of being stuck in the house. I don't know about you guys, but I am. So, with that being said, I was contacted by Culver Library, and they have the classrooms open. So I'm considering going back to the second Tuesday of the month, going back to Culver. I do have a plan, a stay safe plan. Good morning, Lynn. So if you're interested on what my plan is, then give me a call and I can explain to you what my stay safe plan is going to be for these classes. It's at least a way for us to get together and get away from the house. I don't know about you, but you know, Joe's still taking my truck to work, and I'm tired of being stuck in the house. So, anyways, so if you're interested in getting information about the meetings in Culver, which would be the second Tuesday of every month, let me know. I also want to remind you once again, do not forget to use your bonus days coupons. You guys, they only have had 50% of the coupons redeemed. So double check your coupons. When I heard that, I even went back and double checked mine. But I do know that, like, Judy Deary, you have coupons. And Martha, I think you might have coupons. So double check your emails, you guys. Go back to July. Double check and make sure that you don't have a bonus day coupon hiding someplace. And I think that's it. Today, I'm kind of excited. Today, because it's been so long, I'm going to be doing, and you guys are going to help me, we're going to be doing a Global Design Project challenge card today. And I really, really hope that we can come up with fun ideas. It's been a while since I've won a Global Design Project challenge. It's been a while since I've submitted one. So let's get started. And hey, Nancy, did you hear? Poor Paula got roped into staining the fence. So I know that she was not super duper excited about that. Anyways, my hand's going to go in front of the camera so I can flip it around so that nothing's backwards. You guys, backwards drives me crazy. Hold on. So, here we are today. Oh, and I'm struggling moving this camera today. Sorry, you guys. Here we are today on Tuesday. Oh, a little high, but close. All right, we're good. We're good. I only had a half a cup of coffee. That might be why I'm struggling today, but I don't think that's really the reason. Oh, but it is nice and hot. Yum! I know Bonnie's had several cups of coffee by this time today. Because, you know, she's an early riser. I, however, am not. I've been up about an hour and a half. That's about it. All right, so here is the theme for the Global Design Project this week is trees and leaves. And you guys, we're taking it to fall because this hot weather is kicking up my hot flashes. Struggle is real. Anyways, we are going to, and I pulled out a stamp set that we haven't used in a super duper long time. This Rooted in Nature. Fun. This is a big stamp set, you guys. Oh, I know, Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie's remodeling the tack room today. Anyways, all right. That sounds like fun, and it's going to be toasty. So good luck with that. All right. Rooted in Nature. Double pack stamp set. There is a lot of stamps in here, you guys. Holy cow. Big piece of wood. Most of your sentiments are in this first one. Actually, all of your sentiments are in the first one. And I'm going to open this up so that you can see. We will be using this tree, but I can show it to you. This tree. Does somebody know what kind of tree that actually is? Please tell me. I don't remember. We've got some evergreens, you've got leaves, and we've done these leaves in greens, and we've done, and actually I have one right here. We've done these leaves in greens and Cajun Craze. I think that was Old Olive and Cajun Craze. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. And then we've done that tree, whatever it is, and we've done that in green. Today we're going to take it to fall because the colors that I chose to use. So a lot of stamps in this one. Plus, as you saw already, there are a lot of dies. A lot of dies in this. Now this die cuts out this tree. This die cuts out these little leaves here. These evergreens have dies. So you can stamp and die and cut. Or today, we're using these embossing ones here. These will actually put indentations in your paper. Hey, Kendra. I hope you guys can see that I actually put those indentations in our very vanilla cardstock so that it looks like a embossed. Now I don't have the foam mat that I should have used to get that a little bit deeper, but I still we're winging it. Which I do a lot. You know, we like to wing it around here. What can I tell you? All right. So we're going to move all this stuff because we're going to use this tree. And actually, we're going to use this little just for you. And I'm kind of excited about how we're going to use that. So we're going to move these stamps. This stamp set and dies you guys, it is a little bit more on the pricey side. However, it is so universal. It is crazy. Crazy, crazy. I love, love, love this die cut set. Because here's what you can do. And you'll see, I hope you can see. Oh, yes, you can. I embossed it first and then I cut it out. Now, this was the first ways that we could emboss and then die cut the different shapes. And the colors that we're going with here is Pumpkin Pie and Mango Melody. And then we've got some plaid. Here's where your colors are coming from. And then a simple real red. So these are the colors that we're going to use for today's card. And I did die cut all these out just because we didn't need to bring the cut and emboss into the shot today. But I wanted to take some time and I want to show you how I did the stamping image on this. So I have a piece of Very Vanilla and I also have my Marvelous markers. Now, I'm going to break for commercial message on this after I tell you what we're going to do, because we're going to actually make our tree fall-like. I've got the Early Espresso, the Real Red, Pumpkin Pie, and the Mango Melody markers. All same colors as the leaves that we have here, with the exception, obviously, of the Early Espresso. Self-explanatory? I would surely hope so. So what we're going to do is we're going to color. I love to color. These markers have a paintbrush end and a fine tip end. And we're going to use, on all of this, we're going to use the paintbrush end. So we're going to use our Early Espresso and we're going to color our trunk. And because I have used this a lot of times, I know kind of where the trunk pieces are. But stamp it in one color, you guys, so that you can get an idea of where your trunk lines up, so that you can do it from bottom all the way up to the top. Now, I did work a light to dark on this. Paintbrush end again. And I'm kind of taking my color and just painting it on. And don't forget, if that happens, go ahead and wipe it off. I have some scrap here. Make sure you get that color off. On a piece of scratch paper so that you have that mango ink on the end. Go ahead then and pull in your pumpkin pie, and we're going to blend that in. And I know that you guys can't see, but I can actually see the color. You can see the wet glare there, but I can actually see the color as it sits on the stamp. And I'm just coloring all that in. And then we're going to bring in our red, and we're going to bring in our red, and we're going to go with our tips on the red. But this is going to be super cool. Watch. I know Nancy's seen this before, but I love doing this. So we did our red, and I know that you can see that on there. But I'm going to bring my pumpkin pie back because I want to pull that red. I don't want it to be quite so harsh. So we're going to pull that color in and kind of blend it with the other colors that are here. I don't want to do it with the mango, you guys, because that's just a little bit too light of a color. And you're going to want to make sure when you do this again, that you wipe this off. Hey, Elizabeth. Because you're going to not get true pumpkin pie color until, see how it got that, pulled that red dark off, and here's your true pumpkin pie color. So make sure to clean your markers off. Then, because of all the coloring, you're gonna wanna breathe on this or huff. And we've done this before too. All you're gonna do is take a deep breath, and you're gonna fog it up. And then we're gonna stamp. And then, just like magic, there's your fall tree. Now, I already cut one out so that, again, we didn't have to. And look at the difference. Every one that you do is going to be different, which is why you need to clean your stamps first. But look at how cool that is. Tell me that's not fall right there. Totally fall, right, you guys? Now, if we're going to do it again, I'm going to show you one other way to do it. Yes, thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, I'm going to bring in a couple of different colors here. And let's take it from, we're going to add in this and this one. Look at how old this one is, you guys. This Old Olive. Do you see? Look at how old this marker is. These things last forever. Look at that. This is the old one. This is the new one. Crazy. But it lasts forever, you guys. These things. Hey, Jane. These markers, you guys, once you buy them, I think, oh my gosh, my markers, my original set in my box of markers, I want to say, go back to the mid 2000s, like 2005, 2006. I don't even remember. So we're going to take this Old Olive, and we're going to do with the Old Olive like we did with the mango. Because we're going to take this tree, and we're coloring in our green, and we're going to pull in a little bit of our mango on the edges. Just on the edges. Edge, edge, edge. You got to think when you're doing this coloring, you guys got to think of, okay, what do my trees look like in, you know, when they start to change color? And that's really the key to this. I want to create that same look. Does anybody have any questions so far? And then we'll blend this in again with the pumpkin pie. And wipe this off again too, because we got the green. Look at that, how it pulled up that green. You guys want to make sure that we bring it back to our true pumpkin pie color. There we go. Apparently I'm not the only one a little tired today. Here is what this one looks like. And actually, you guys, we could cut this out, this one, and then maybe do a green one, and that would be a really cool card. Ooh, that would be a really cool card. We should do that too. I'll have to do that, because that would be cool. All right, so I'm going to clean this stamp. And I have a piece of Very Vanilla over here. So we're going to wipe this off here. And then we're going to do one more. This one, we're going to do more green and just a little bit of tips of the yellow, or of the mango, sorry. Our tree trunk. So nobody knows what the name of that tree is, huh? What kind of tree that is? I have no idea. Actually, you guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take this mango and we're going to do some tips first. No, I don't think that's an oak tree. I'm going to bring that photo back in. That? You think that's oak? I would say that would be an oak tree, but I don't. There's an actual tree that grows like this. And I don't know. It might be, I don't know. I know it's not a cypress, and I know it's not a couple other things, but I do know that when Stampin' Up! Creates stuff like this, oh, that could be a ponderosa pine. That could definitely be. And we're definitely taking it out of the pine look. Definitely. Here is what we could do. There. Oh my goodness. You guys, look at that. How cool is that? So there's our 3 stages of fall. Right there. All right, so check back. We will definitely be doing something with those. But it's fun, you guys. And you even notice, I don't talk much when I color, so I'm sorry. But I really love to change the look of what we see here, because it's super easy to be able to take your stamps to something different. It doesn't have to be just straight ink. But here's where the commercial message comes in. Because, so we've got 4 different levels here. Now these markers, this package of markers, like I said, mine is old, so even my case is ripped. Those markers they're a little pricey. But let's be realistic here for a minute. There's a lot of markers in there though. And I'm working on trying to find the page. I'm really sorry I forgot to open it. The Many Marvelous Markers. $123, but you get 4 colors and the case. That's not the 2 in color packs, which you have to pay for separately, which is okay because they change all the time. But here's my thing. If I can find 5 people that want to do a marker club, you will, by the end of the 5 months, you will have a full package of markers. So how I figure it is that I add in the 2 other sets of markers. I tack on the shipping and the tax. And then by the time and then I divide it by 5. So everybody, I make it manageable. So in 5 months, you're going to pay, 30, and last time I did this, and I can even look. Last time I did the marker club was, I want to say it was last year, year before last, I think. I'm looking, because I keep track of all this stuff, you guys. Apparently I don't know. Anyways, it's a fun way to eventually get all of the markers, and it's a little more cost-effective way to get them all. I don't have the information, but I can put that out there. If anybody is interested in what the pricing would be for the marker club and is willing to commit for 5 months, then let me know, because I would love to do another marker club. It was a great way to get everything by the time you were done. And these are all brand new markers, you guys. All brand spanking new. All right. Anyways, that was the commercial message. Back to our regularly scheduled program. I'm going to cut those and I'll do something with those. I have a super fun idea, I think. So here is our very vanilla that has our little embossed leaves on it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our card base. Yes, my favorite, the crumb cake. And this is going to be our layer. Oh, and apparently I need to trim that. It's a little big. I didn't look first. I didn't look. I just grabbed it and embossed it. We're going to cut this way. It is a little bit big. Funny how that little piece makes such a difference. So I'm going to cut that off on this side. I'm flipping sides around. Because I didn't emboss all the images, I left a little empty spot down here. So here's our layering piece. Ooh, there you go. That's much better. So how are we going to add our leaves and our tree on here? And I usually try to go largest to smallest. And I think, and plus you want more, you want your darker pieces down towards the bottom. And you just kind of want to build up your layers on this one. Kind of like, I think we need a small circle. Let's see what we have in the bits and pieces container. Bits and pieces. Lots of bits and pieces in here. I found some card fronts. So, let's see, what do we got? Coffee cups, I don't want that. We've got a big wood piece, that's cool, but that's a little too big. Ooh, we've got that wood grain piece. What are we thinking about that? That's kind of cool. That's actually more what I was thinking, is that round one. So we could do like this, but I think this one's a little too big. Although we could cut that off, or we could go with more of that with that. Hey, Carolyn. So do we like the wood grain or the crumb cake circle? Wood grain or circle? I'll move my hands out of the way so you can see. So we'll kind of cluster the leaves around the circle, or we can put this with the leaves kind of clustered around that, and then put the leaf or the tree there. So wood grain, I'm trying to move my hands out of the way. Wood grain or circle? And don't forget, I have ribbon here too. I have twine, and I have this new yummy embroidered ribbon. I have the regular twine that we use quite a bit, and then I also have some of the braided twine. So while you guys are talking amongst yourselves, I'm going to take a swig of coffee. And I am going to work on our sentiment piece. Super kind of excited about this because we're going to do a little bit fancy. You guys know I like a little bit fancy. I pulled out the double tag or the tag punch that goes with the Lovely You stamp set. And I'm going to create my tag for the top part of my sentiment. This is just a 1/2 inch. And then, in true fashion of the markers, we're going to take the Just For You and we're going to color the just in the red. The 4 will be pumpkin pie. And the U is in the mango. You guys, which way are we going with this? Are we gonna go wood grain or are we gonna go circle? I need help. Help girl out. We're gonna huff on that. We're gonna stamp that. Oh, let's see, is it straight? Oh, it's a little crooked. Just For You. And actually, I think I'm gonna do it again on the other side because we might let the tag go crazy. Doing this one the same. You don't have to clean the stamp this time because we're doing all the letters the same. Nancy says circle. Thank you, Nancy. Anybody else weighing in? I think I like the circle too. I think the other one's too big. Let's see if we can get this one a little bit more in the middle. Not crazy, thank you. I always feel like I'm a little crazy. Fun crazy, but crazy. Now, this, all right, we're all kind of agreeing that that's a little bit too big. All right, so we're gonna put a little hole, and I have just this other punch because it sure fits in this spot perfectly. Probably should have done it up a little bit more, but oh well. That's all right. Yeah, I think that one's going to have to go back in the bits and pieces container. Definitely. All right. And I like the color that this embroidery brings, but I think what we're going to end up doing, you guys, is I think we're doubling up on the ribbon. I know, shocking, because what I want to do, oh, and if I do it with this, that won't work. We'll have to do the thread. So here's what I want to do. I'm thinking that we're going to double the ribbon. We're going to put this ribbon on here. And note, I don't take it off of the spool because I want to keep this end as short as possible so that I don't have as much waste. Here's our tie. And we're going to pull in our thread here so that it actually goes in the inside of it. And I think for this one, I think we're just going to do a knot. Just a simple knot. We'll pull in our ribbon scissors and we'll do a little hack there. And then, so this is the only waist that we have. And I probably could have pulled it a little bit smaller. I like only having a little bit of waist. just a little. So we're gonna scooch that over just a little bit. This one's done. We're gonna leave that linen thread in there. And to make this piece a little bit more sturdy, we're gonna fasten it on. No ribbon scissors. Using all of the dimensionals. Taking our little backs off. There's our card base, our layering piece. And I'm gonna put this up on dimensionals right away. Now this is something that is just a background piece, which is why I'm attaching it now. Because I want to have this on here so that we can arrange our leaves better. So we're going to be pulling that in just like this. We'll put this one up in here, I think, and that one down there. And then we're gonna put our, ooh, I think we'll do it this way. Like that. So there's our arrangement. And then hanging from here, we'll have our just for you right there. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be super cute. Now that is very close for those that have been around for a while. That is super duper close in size to our old jewelry tag that we used to have. This one's just a little bit bigger, but I love, you guys, I love adding little pieces like this for extra texture. There is our little jewel tag. And we're going to thread our twine through that. And yes, we are. I'm going to leave, I like the little curly curlies. So we're going to leave that on there. And we're going to tie a bow here. And you don't need to do a bow super tight. This one I'm going to kind of leave this one a little loose. Just like that. Oh goodness. All right, that's gonna be cute. All right, let's figure out how we're doing these leaves here. I think, there we go. That's the way it needs to be. And now you can use glue, and I feel like I'm talking to myself. You could use glue, you could use glue dots. It's whatever your preference is. So I'm gonna do that. I am going to do a couple of mini dimensionals just to make things interesting. And don't forget, when leaves are falling, you guys, they go every which direction. So they don't have to be all one direction. When leaves are tumbling, remember how they tumble. They tumble, and they can tumble kind of wonky sometimes. All right. So what do you guys think so far? You guys are so quiet today. Apparently I'm not the only one that's tired. Put that there. this one, I'm putting this one up on dimensionals, but we want to keep in mind where our, whoops, we still got to attach that one. Nancy loves it. Thank you, Nancy. Don't be afraid. Thank you, Jane. Don't be afraid to mix the colors, you guys, and don't be afraid to mix patterns. Bend your paper the way you want it. All right, so we need to keep our dimensionals in this mid section here. And I'm still using the minis. Love me some dimensionals. Carolyn knows dimensionals are my favorite. Dimensionals are my favorite. All right. Mixing colors, mixing patterns. Very fall-like. Okay, hello. Everybody's got to cooperate. There is our card. Just like that. So I hope you guys can see the embossed leaves on that background. I haven't looked close enough. If you cannot, I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Crafty Jen. I like Crafty Jen. I have one friend that calls me Chicken Jen because she has a couple of other friends too, and it's funny. All right, so we've got a mix of ribbon, we've got a mix of colors, we've got a mix of patterns. Oh, all of my favorite things. Does it need anything else? Oh, it needs another, it's another dimensional right there. But besides that, does it need anything else? There's a lot going on there. I'm thinking I like it just the way that it is. And tell me, Nancy, you probably know me the best here. That is so totally me, isn't it? Oh, I love it. Love, love, love it. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate it. Was that a little bit too much pattern for you, girl? Is that what it was? I love the pattern. Love it. All right. So, if anybody has any questions, now's the time. If anybody wants to learn about the Marker Club, then let me know. Yes, Nancy says totally me. Totally. That is totally me. If anybody wants to know how to order, let me know. Oh, Rochelle, you missed it. Oh, girl, look at what we did today. We played with markers and we die cutted and we played with embossing pieces. Oh, lady, you're going to want to check that out. All right, so this is going to be my submission for the Global Design Project, and their theme, remember the theme here was trees and leaves. I think we knocked that one out of the park. Oh, you guys can't see that. Oh, that is such a bummer. I'm going to make sure, you guys, that in my photos that I take, I'm going to make sure that you can see those leaves in the background. It is just so cool. So my submission for the Global Design Project is going to be this card. And don't forget, check back so that you can see what card I do with these. Won't be today because I have a lot of work to do. Oh, one last thing before I tell everybody to have a great day getting crafty. One last thing. You guys, Flutterby Studio and Whispers in Ink is gonna kind of be closed Thursday evening, Friday all day, and part of Saturday. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to pop in for coffee and cards. It's probably not going to be a super long one because I'm going to the Leaders Summit, which is a virtual event. which I'm kind of thankful for because we were supposed to be in New Orleans this weekend. Kind of thankful that we're not with the hurricanes coming. So anyways, so I will be filling my cup, my crafty cup and my leader cup at the Leader Summit. So if you need anything, I will be slow to respond due to being in meetings for the duration of the summit. So if you need me, let me know, but know that it'll be a little bit for me to answer you. Hugs, everybody. Have a great day today. Stay cool. Bonnie, remember, don't forget to drink water in your remodeling fancies today. And have a great day, guys. Bye.